Well, Tony, how you doing, man?
I am doing good. I appreciate you coming on, and I got to say, man, it's an honor to have you here, and I know you got to be excited with a new album out today. Got you on the show. Tell us a little bit about it, man. What can we expect when we go pick it up this morning?
Well, the new record is called Demolition Mission, and it's a really different album for me. It's got 5 songs. The first 5 songs of the album I'm actually singing all the way through.
Right.
And then the second half of the album, I'm actually rapping all the way through. So it's just kind of one of those things where I kind of gave people that have been asking me, dude, do you sing it all? I'm like, yeah, if you give me a bucket, I can carry a tune. And they kind of laughed at it. But, we kind of went out and we took a different approach. We went out to Vegas and went to a Studio Blue out there.
Right.
And that's why it's called the Studio Blue Sessions. But went out to Vegas and cut some songs out there. And they sounded, good, so we put them on the record.
Right.
Because people have been asking for them. And I've been doing them in my live show for like the last 18 months. And I've been letting fans judge whether or not they wanted those songs on the new record. And after going around the country all over and the fans saying, yeah, we love those songs, I decided to put them on the record and also let the fans come in and spend some time in the studio and listen to me record while I was out there. So it worked out really well. So Studio Blue Sessions, Demolition Mission is the name of the record.
Now, how important is it with the involvement there with the fans? What is your relationship like with the fans? Because the country music industry, especially, it can turn on you fast, and they can love you a lot, and they can become really loyal to you, or they can kind of view you in a lot of different ways. Especially when you put an album out, with some rap involved in it. So what's your relationship with your fans like? What's the average Cowboy Troy fan like?
Well, my average fan likes NASCAR and pro wrestling.
Right on.
They spend a lot of time, checking out what's going on the internet. I've got a lot of people that go to my MySpace, at myspace.com/Cowboy Troy.
Right.
They're really, supportive. People are, keeping up with me on Twitter, at twitter.com/Cowboy Troy. They're all, interacting with me all the time, and I take, their advice and their suggestions, as best I can, and use them whenever it's possible.
Right.
It's just one of those things that fans know that it's actually me responding to it and not somebody, sitting in an office somewhere.
Well, I know that it's got to be an amazing journey, and just with the whole music mafia and with Big and Rich, and that whole experience, man. It's like almost reinventing country music in a lot of ways. Do you feel that way still?
Well, I think it's important that we as artists and as a crew, still interact with our fans, because without our fans, we know that I used to be a shoe salesman, so without my fans, I could probably be still selling shoes at the mall. It's one of those things that you have to really understand that your fans are the ones, your station's fans are the ones that keep you guys on the air.
Right on.
The reason why I'm still on the air doing stuff that I'm doing. So, it's just so important to relate to your fans.
What do you like to listen to? What's like in your CD player right now? What's Cowboy Troy rocking out to?
Well, most recently on my iPod, I was listening to some, Glenn Campbell, and then also listening to some Motorhead. So it's kind of weird what I listen to. I listen to a mixture of just about everything.
Man, if you could do a duet with anybody out there right now, who would it be?
Wow. In which genre?
Dude, I don't know, man. You're all over the place. Does it matter? You know what I mean? Or what about like three of you? Like if you could do one in country and like one in the rock rap world, who would you pick to like go side by side with you?
Well, if I could do one with somebody in country, it'd probably be somebody like Reba McEntire. I really respect Ms. Reba.
Right.
And everything that she's about, and I love her music, so I'd like to do a duet with her. If I could do something in rock, maybe somebody like Nickelback.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I could
somebody in rap. I'd probably like to do something with Vanilla Ice. Because people used to talk about Vanilla, but you have to realize he's got a lot of fans worldwide, and the dude's still got a lot of respect. So I think Vanilla would be a cool dude to do a duet with in rap.
Now let me ask you something, because they went down last night, the VMAs on MTV, and it's kind of the big buzz today, and the big buzz yesterday as well. The Kanye West incident. I guess you've heard about this, right?
Yeah, I saw it. On the award show, I was watching the television broadcast.
Right.
My wife and I were absolutely shocked to see that. but at the same time, we thought that Taylor handled herself with such grace and handled herself very well,
right,
and was very respectful. And it was just too bad that the guy tried to take her moment when she won something. And that's a huge, huge award for her as well as for country music, because she even said, "I sing country music."
Right.
She was like super excited that a country artist got a chance to win an award like that.
Right.
And I'm glad that she handled herself as well as she did.
You'd have knocked him out, right? Pretty much.
I'm a nonviolent cat. I try and keep things between peace and not so much not trying to get too rowdy. I wouldn't want to go out there and say anything crazy like that, but it was really sad and embarrassing just to sit there and watch that.
Wow. Now coming up, man, you got a big show coming up here in Franklin, right down the road from us here in Bowling Green, right down I-65. Tell us what you got going on at Kentucky Downs.
Well, we're going to be raising some money for 5 charities while we're there. It's the Alex Lavasser Memorial Scholarship Program,
right?
The Center for Courageous Kids over in Scottsville, Kentucky.
Oh yeah.
Annabelle's Wish, the New Beginning Therapeutic Riding Program, and Rain Hill Horse and Rescue.
Oh wow!
So we're going to raise a whole lot of money for 5 different charities, and we look forward to seeing people there. There's going to be a live and silent auction,
right?
And on Friday and on Saturday we're going to have full performances both days. So it's going to be a whole lot of fun. People should really come out there and be a part of both events. And
some big names there, including the Divas of Daytime, and a good buddy of yours I know you know pretty well, Mr. Jeffrey Steele, too, right?
Yeah, I'm glad that I get to be on the bill with Jeffrey. He's going to be headlining the whole thing, so I'm looking forward to it.
He's pretty good, isn't he? I mean, I've had a chance to sit down and talk to him before. He's a pretty good guy, isn't he?
He's a really good dude, man. Really good people.
Well, hey, Cowboy Troy, we appreciate it. The new album out today, Tuesday, Demolition Mission. Man, go out and grab a copy of it. Very, very awesome stuff, and we look forward to seeing you down in Franklin at Kentucky Downs too, bro.
Thank you. Appreciate it.